The Metaverse revolution has arrived and will not disappear. It may profoundly alter how we socialize, learn, work, and experience life. However, is it a feasible technique to make passive income? In this video, we will discuss some real ways that you can make passive income on the Metaverse. Stay tuned to the end because our last point may shock you. And make sure to subscribe and like the video so that you can learn how to achieve financial freedom. However, what exactly is the Metaverse? Simply said, the Metaverse is a similar virtual universe to our own. It is the next phase in the internet's evolution. It is a virtual world where users may communicate with digital things and each other using avatars. These places are constantly active. They do not switch off when you leave. People frequently assert that the Metaverse already exists in games such as Roblox, Minecraft, and Fortnite, in which users may interact in 2D landscapes. Where did all this originate? Neil Stephenson is the originator of the term Metaverse. In his 1992 science fiction novel, Snow Crash, he employed the word. In it, he described lifelike avatars who met in 3D buildings that resemble real-world structures and other virtual reality environments. Since then, numerous efforts have been taken towards the actualization of the Metaverse, an online virtual environment that will encompass VR headsets, mobile devices, personal computers, cloud-connected servers, 3D holographic avatars, and other means of communication. People should be able to coexist in a hyper-real alternate reality as the Metaverse expands. How does it work? The Metaverse is a massively scalable and interoperable network of real-time rendered 3D virtual worlds that can be experienced simultaneously and persistently by a nearly limitless number of users, each with their own sense of presence and continuity of data such as identity, history, entitlements, objects, communications, and payments. It is a quasi-successor state to the mobile internet, and the Metaverse will not fundamentally replace the internet. Rather, it will gradually build upon and alter it. Since the concept of the Metaverse is still in its infancy, it is likely that it might be far larger and more complex than what is now believed and discussed. And without further ado, here are some methods to get money in the Metaverse without doing anything. Number 1. Be part of a virtual real estate trust. In December 2021, Metaspace Real Estate Investment Trust began trading on PancakeSwap. Its objective is straightforward: acquire high-quality Metaverse land, construct high-value virtual structures, and rent them out for profit. It resembles a conventional real estate investment trust. Metaspace makes it feasible for Metaverse residents to acquire shares in profitable real estate ventures. Number 2. Invest in your own property or home. To be a landlord in the Metaverse, membership in a virtual real estate trust is not required. In reality, you may own land and then rent it out to individuals or organizations. Users of virtual worlds such as Second Life have been doing this successfully for years. Number 3. Get a commercial venture. Instead of renting out actual space, you might construct virtual malls, hotels, and casinos and charge individuals for their usage. You have complete control over what you develop and how you monetize it. As more brands join the Metaverse, being a business landlord might provide substantial benefits. You may rent out the area, charge entry, or sell advertising space. The virtual property itself can potentially serve as an appreciating long-term investment. Number 4. Use advertising to your advantage. If you own property in the Metaverse, advertisers would approach you to place their advertisements. What were their thoughts? Firstly, if millennials and Gen Z reside in the Metaverse, firms would need to go there in order to contact them. Think of it as a new social media platform. If a new social app becomes popular tomorrow, businesses will adopt it immediately and utilize it to communicate with their audience and promote their brand. The Metaverse is experiencing the same situation. Augmented reality advertisements would be a novel approach for firms to communicate with their target market. Number 5. Host online parties and concerts. On the Ethereum blockchain, Initiatives such as the Sandbox provide users with the opportunity to purchase land, construct homes, and hold events. On the Sandbox platform, even Snoop Dogg has a virtual universe. It is known as Snoopverse. In this Sandbox metaverse, he is selling VIP tickets to his concert at his estate. If you can create a virtual party or concert that functions similarly to this one, you may anticipate earning money. Number 6. Start a business of your own. The Metaverse enables people to establish their own enterprises in the virtual world and begin selling digital goods, just as we do in the real world. You may have a modest business in the physical world and wish to expand it online. After that, you might also consider promoting your business in the Metaverse to inform clients of your services and products. Number 7. Construct billboards. Being a landlord in the Metaverse is a low-input game, and so is owning billboards or kiosks in the Metaverse. The more billboards you construct up to a certain degree, the more likely you are to rent them all, especially if you place them on several Metaverse platforms. However, there is such a thing as saturation, so be wary about how many billboards you install in one location. The most significant aspect of a piece of land that will become a billboard depends on the platform you select. In Decentraland, for instance, users may click on a location of the map to travel there immediately, or they can stroll across the globe to discover new things to see and do. When these types of metaverse platforms are constructed, billboards will have a greater chance of success if they are located near popular highways and locations, although it is difficult to determine exact figures because it is difficult to gauge traffic at this moment. As the owner of a billboard in the Metaverse, your most difficult task is to locate these locations and prepare them for billboards. Once you have constructed high-quality billboards and have fixed instructions on how to rent from you to them, you only need to periodically replace the signs. Number 8. Create a location to play online games. Gaming is a somewhat nebulous term, particularly in Metaverse settings, but for the sake of this section, we refer to all types of games, from randomly token-operated horoscope generators to high-stakes Texas Hold'em tournaments. In the Metaverse, you may create whatever you can imagine, and many people imagine interesting activities. However, if you're an investor, you can also convert your ideas into cash, which may help you pay the bills. It is allowed in many US states to play online poker and wager on sports. There are restrictions and regulations, but as long as you adhere to them, nothing prevents you from launching a Metaverse poker or sports betting website. This is by far the most expensive approach to develop a passive revenue stream in the Metaverse. But as the Central Games Ice Poker Virtual Casino shown this year, it may pay off handsomely. It reported early in February that it had earned $7.5 million in the previous quarter. Not bad for a location where no cleaning is required. If gambling is not your thing, there are other skill-based games, such as Knockout Game, a virtual racing track that players may pay to play with their pals. It's located in the Decentraland at -29.75. Number 9. Use your home and land to make money in other ways. In the Metaverse, you may purchase both valuable and practical residences. You may also purchase and acquire several sorts of land, each of which has its advantages. This includes industries that profit from selling electricity to miners and transportation services. Grocery stores provide players with special NFT goods that sustain them. A rentable billboard may also be located on the property. Number 10. Participate in races and tasks. In contrast to other games, the automobiles you receive will be unique, tradable UFTs. A player might trade for the ideal automobile or spend their earnings to purchase it. A player can either attempt to win the monthly championship racing competition or perform objectives and challenges to receive prizes, such as cash. In missions, there are also gun challenges for those who do not like to race. This provides two distinct play styles. You can compete with other players, or you can play for fun while appreciating the breathtaking scenery of the Metaverse. Additionally, as each NFT levels up with the player, it may become more lucrative than previously. If you like this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to find out more ways you can become financially independent.